Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Lady Beaver Gymnasium here in Fredericton. I'm Bill Gibson. This is the home court of the St. Thomas Tommies women's basketball program, where we are into the final weekend of the regular season in the ACAA. Tommies have two this weekend here at home to close off their season. Tonight's opponent is a good one. 14-3 and fourth-ranked nationally Mount Allison Mounties, who come in riding a 7-game win streak. Mounties are a little banged up, though. I'll tell you about that in a bit. Tommies enter this one locked into 5th place in the conference. Don't yet know who their playoff opponent will be. Tommies 7-9, lost 1 in a row. Mount A not yet settled on their final playoff position, but they do have the first round bye locked in. Mount A at 14-3, MSVU at 13-3. MSVU with 2 left, including UNBSJ and UKC on Saturday and Sunday. That will determine first place. If both teams end up tied at 15-3, the tiebreaker would go to MSVU, or even at 14-4, pardon me. The tiebreaker would go to MSVU. MSVU has the head-to-head record at 2-1 against the Mounties this year. Tommies will get either UKC or Holland College in the semifinals next weekend in the ACAA Championships in Charlottetown at Holland College in the McMillan Center for Community Engagement. Those women's semifinals go Friday at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Winner advancing to the semifinals Saturday afternoon. As mentioned, the Tommies coming off a loss. That was February 17th, last Saturday at MSVU. 77-53. Charlie Connor, 17 points, 10 boards, led the Tommies. Lynn Sturkle added 14. Pacing MSVU was Nalini Maharaj. 22 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. She followed that up with another great game on the Sunday, ended up with Player of the Week honors at MSVU at the ACAA, and recognized at the CCA level as well for that, and very deservingly so for the weekend Nalini put together. Amanda Piercy added 21 points as well, and it was a 24-8 second quarter that propelled the Mystics to that victory, tied at 24 after the first. Real story in that game, turnovers. Stu committed 27, MSVU only 14. The Mystics 30 points off turnovers. Bench points heavily favored MSVU, 23-3. Picking up the starters now is introduced for Holland College. Number 4 is Katie Feasby. 6 is Lauren Furlong. 13 is Reese Nowlin. 14, Danielle Alexander. And 22, Jillian Mumford. Starters now for the Tommies. Pick them up as well. 7 is Katie Vedito. 9 is Alyssa Jeffrey. And where most of the Tommy points come from up front, 13 is going to be Paige LeBlanc at 14-3 a game. 14 is going to be Celine Sturkle at 15.4. And 21 will be Charlie Connors at just under 10 a game at 9.8. So there's your starters introduced for this game. Time now for the national anthem. Right back to tell you the officials and get the tip. Anthem in, and now time to introduce your officials. Officials, Al Gates, Rashida Atkinson, and Chantal Rochon. A couple of officials on the floor here this evening. We'll be doing duty tomorrow in St. John at the New Brunswick High School Final 12 Single A Championships. Chantal Rochon will have the A girls, and Rashida Atkinson will be the standby official for the Single A guys and girls games. So congratulations to the officials for their duty tomorrow. We're underway. It's the Mounties controlling the tip for Furlong. Furlong can't get the first two of the game. Rebound to Vedito, off to Jeffrey, ahead for LeBlanc. Tommy's looking for Sturkle in the post. Good catch and good release there, but well defended by Alexander. Pass ahead. Tommy's with the save, and it's Vedito who controls the loose ball. Guarded by Katie Feesby. Looking into the post again for Sturkle, and it's knocked away by Alexander into the hands of Feesby. Mumford, Nowlin. Alexander out for Nowlin with the fake. Elbow jump shot, rimmed out, rebound Sturkle. Played a minute, no score. Jeffrey catch, elbow jumper again from about 18. Goes down for Alyssa Jeffrey. Jeffrey out of Sussex. Averaged about 5.5 a game. Entry pass too deep for Mumford. Picked off by Vedito. Ahead for LeBlanc. LeBlanc off glass too strong, and it's Mumford cleaning up the rebound. Nowlin's pass too strong for Feesby. Feesby out of bounds before the save. 2-0 Tommies. We played a minute and a half. As soon as we get our first decent break here, I'll tell you about the scratches. Connors from deep, back rim. Nowlin on the rebound, going to slow it down. Up for Feesby. Furlong into the post for Alexander against Jeffrey. Good work by Jeffrey to force Alexander to go away from the rim. A little hesitation dribble there for LeBlanc. She's going to pick up the first foul of the game. It will go on Jillian Mumford. Mumford out of Calgary averages nearly 10 a game and close to 8 boards as well. At a bonus high school. Shout out to Jerry and the Mumford clan, who I know are watching along out there this evening. LeBlanc makes the first. LeBlanc out of Maryland and FHS in her first year. Outstanding rookie season for Paige LeBlanc. 41% overall and shooting 43 from deep. Better than 65% from the free throw line. Makes it 4-2 Tommies. Feesby on the take. Sturkle can't save it. Scratches for the Tommies in this one. Number 10, Ella DeLorme, and number 11, Caden Scriver. No surprises in those scratches. And for the Mounties, if you got a minute, I'll go through their scratches. A big number of scratches for Mount A. Haven't been healthy a good part of the year. Alexander scores 2 off the bench. Scratch for Mount A. Jacinda Horseman, Isabella Jones, Amelia Mitchell, Addison Martin, and Grace Tilley. 5 pretty good players there scratched for Mount A. Of course, they haven't been healthy, fully healthy for a good part of the year. 4-2 Tommies Mounties into the front court with Mumford. Furlong, a couple dribbles, picks it up. Alexander again on the drive, pass for Nowlin, extra pass for Feesby, back to Nowlin, now 5 to shoot. Nowlin with the scoop shot in traffic. Nowlin tripped over Jeffrey. That shot is too long from Alexander, and Sturkle calms it down with Alyssa Jeffrey. Vedito, a deep 3. Left just a little short. Tommies can't control that rebound. Out of bounds to Mount Allison. Katie Vedito's had a bit of a tough time shooting the rock from deep all season long, but has been coming on of late. Last few games, the shooting has really picked up for Katie Vedito. That can continue to be a big bonus for the Tommies. A little tricky dribble there from Feasby. Turned over for Connors, who might have got away with a travel. Back for Connors. Connors for LeBlanc. LeBlanc against Alexander. 7 to shoot for Stu. Vedito drains the two-pointer from the baseline. Put a 16-footer there for Katie Vedito. Alexander catch in the low post against Vedito, scores 2. Pardon me, that's Mumford, not Alexander. Can't let Jillian Mumford catch in that deep, just too good. Little power step reverse from LeBlanc. 2 more for the Tommies, 8-4 Stu. We played 4.5 minutes. Into the game for the Tommies, Kylie Roy and Brianna Bartley, number 4 and 5 respectively. There's Reese Nowlin nailing the triple to make it a 1-point game. Reese at Miramichi. 11-7 a game. It's 11.7 points for Reese. Number 10, Caitlin Samard, and number 21, Hilly Hemphill in for Mount A. Brianna Bartley, number 5. Former teammate of Haley Hemphill in for the Tommies. Bartley and Hemphill both out of Woodstock High School. LeBlanc back for Bartley. 7 to shoot. It's Roy on the drive. Kick for LeBlanc. Step back. 3-point. No rim there into the hands of Mount Allison. And foul called. It will be Charlie Connors who picks up the foul. Alyssa Jeffrey in for Paige LeBlanc. 8-7 Tommies. Played just about half of the first quarter, a little better. Hemphill for Alexander. And for Alexander that time in the post. Alexander can't get it to go down. Bartley with a nice release. Off rim and tracked down by Kylie Roy. Off for Alyssa Jeffrey. Bartley back out for Roy. 2 to shoot. Roy got it off rim. Rebound Alexander. Feasby for Nowlin. Nowlin. Cross-court pass. Ends up with a corner jump shot. Rebound inside for Katie Feasby. Feasby leaked to the rim. No block out by the Tommies. Veteran move by Katie Feasby out of Calgary. Post entry pass from Bartley, picked off by Alexander. Alexander's been doing a really good job defending the post early in this one. Nowlin squared up from way deep. She can make it from way out there. Instead, she'll work little screen and roll with Alexander. Alexander can't finish, and it's out of bounds to the Tommies. Mumford in for Alexander. 3 subs for the Tommies. It will be Kathleen Quinlan, number 6. Katie Vedito, number 7, and 14 is Celine Sturkle. Shout out to Glenda Peck and the Quinlan clan. I'm sure you're watching from St. John's this evening, and I think you're doing double duty. Probably have the UKC and Crandall game. They're playing right now as well on the screen. Saw some video on the Weather Network from St. John's this morning. It was looking very icy. Hopefully you've thawed out from this morning a little bit. Sturkle to beat the shot clock with the banker. Puts the Tommies back in front, 11-9. Mumford in the post. Pass out to the corner. Shot left short by Hemphill. Rebound for Jeffrey. Jeffrey has Sturkle spotting up. Instead goes right to the rim and draws the foul. Feasby, Hemphill, or Mumford, take your pick. It's going to go on Feasby. We'll send Alyssa Jeffrey to the line. Timeout Mount Allison. The Tommies up 11-9. Good chance here to tell you a little bit about the Mounties last game. It was last Sunday, February 18th versus UKC. Finished off the Mounties home schedule. They won 70-46. Lindsay Black, 13 points. Jenna Bain with 10 for UKC. Reese Nowlin, 18. Lauren Furlong, 13 for UKC. It was a 38-27 field goal percentage advantage for Mount A. Mount A made 8 threes to UKC's 2. Mounties also made 10 more from the free throw line. Pretty easy to see difference in the stats in that one. Head-to-head, these teams have played twice before. Mount A has taken both contests. Back on Remembrance Day here in the LB Gym, it was a 57-43 Mount A win. Reese Nowlin 13 points, Gillian Mumford 11. So Lynn Sturkle had 16 for the Tommies, and again, it was Mount A shooting 36 to the Tommies, 26%. And out-rebounding the Tommies 42-27. Bench points, a big difference as well. 18-6 in favor of Mount Allison. January 27th, it was a Saturday in Mount A. I went down to watch that one. With Mount A 51, the Tommies 44. Paige LeBlanc, 14 points, 10 boards. Lauren Furlong, Mount A 15 points. Caitlin Samard, 14 off the bench. Turnovers a big difference, and bench points again. Turnovers 7 more for the Tommies, and bench points 20-7 Mount A. Jeffrey misses the first to make it a 1-point game here on the second. The former Sussex Sonic. Pardon me, to make it a 3-point game. Look at the right side of the scoreboard, get it right. Benito puts the Tommies up by 5 with the steal and lay-in. Nowlin can't connect on the triple. Caitlin Samard, number 10, has checked in for Mount A. Jeffrey, in fact, blocked by Samard. Samard for Mumford. Feasby inside for Mumford. Nice post move. Little step back there, looked like a little Kevin McHale move. Probably should be using a comparison like Asia Wilson, I guess. Travel called by Mr. Gates on Celine Sturkle. Checking in for the Tommies is LeBlanc. In for Mount A, 20 is Emma Roberts. And Lauren Furlong along with Danielle Alexander back in. So I'll reset the Mount A lineup. 21 inbounding is Hemphill. That's Furlong with the ball. Danielle Alexander, Emma Roberts, and Caitlin Samard. Turnover for the Tommies, looking inside for Kylie Roy. Roy off glass, no good. Sturkle can't put a fork in the rebound, and it's off to Mount A. On the push is Furlong. Hemphill open in the far corner. Furlong puts up the shot, rebound to Roy. And LeBlanc brings it out of the backcourt ahead for Vedito, who thought about the three, now takes it. Rebound bounds into the corner. Mounties inbound in the backcourt, down 5. Just over a minute to go here in the first quarter. Fast moving and few fouls here. Tommies look to force another turnover, and they do. It's Vedito for LeBlanc. Oh, that's 2 points you got to have. Tommies will take the turnover. And another collision here. That's going to go on Quinlan on the foul. I think Quinlan took the worst of the collision. Quinlan out, and Charlie Connors back in. .45 seconds to go now in the opening frame. Hemphill, baseline jump shot, too strong. Rebound weak side for Roy. Jump ball called. That's Samard and Roberts who forced the tie-up. Samard out of Timmins and Low Island Park Secondary. And Emma Roberts in her first year out of Truro, Nova Scotia. Connors, a Fredericton High grad. Dribbles baseline out to another Fredericton High grad, and for a Moncton High two-pointer, it's Celine Sturkle. Tommy's up 7 on the Mounties. There's going to be a foul on Sturkle on the post-entry pass. It's going to be the first on Sturkle. 10.2 left. Shot clock is off. Here in the opening quarter, Tommy's +7 on the Mounties. Pass too strong for Emma Roberts. Sturkle has it knocked away. 0.8 on the clock. It will be Tommy's ball as it goes out of bounds. That's for Sturkle. No foul called, just knocked out of bounds. Oh, we do have a foul called on Alexander at the buzzer. Going to put a little bit of time on the clock. 0.6 on the clock here. Tommy's will inbound. First on Alexander, third on the team. Of course, 0.6 on the clock. Team fouls don't really matter. Be another catch and shoot. Roy got it off. Not sure if it would have countered if it went. Into the first quarter, Tommy's 16. Mount Allison 9. Folks, I'm going to take a short break here. Check out the online stats if I can get them up on my phone. And come right back with them. You do know how to reach me online. Feel free to give me a shout out on Twitter or X at Billsby, BILLSBY, or hit me up at the podcast email, latescratches@outlook.com. Latescratches@outlook.com. All of them come right here to me on my phone. Just give me a minute. I'll see if I can fire up the online stats and come on back, give you the rundown of quarter one. Welcome back to the LB Gym. Stats in the first quarter. The Mounties shoot 4 of 18 for 22%, including 1 of 5 from deep and 0 from the free throw line. Tommies shoot 6 of 18 for 33%, 1 of 6 from deep, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Mount A's committed 7 turnovers to the Tommies 4. Rebounds, Tommies 11, Mount A 9. Assists 4-1 Stu, steals 5-3 Stu, fouls even. Individual stats, it's Nowlin with 3, Feasby 2, Alexander 2, and Mumford 2 for Mount A. For the Tommies, Sturkle has 5, Vedito has 4, LeBlanc has 4, and Jeffrey has 4. Your rundown of the first quarter. Nobody with more than 1 foul, so no real trouble there to talk about. Sturkle and Roy already with 3 rebounds for the Tommies. Nowlin, Feasby, Alexander all with 2 for Mount Allison. Mounties ball as we start quarter number 2. Inbound, Feasby, Nowlin, now Mumford. Mumford and Alexander have got shoes that are nearly the same color, and that's what my eye picks up first is the shoe color. I guess one's pink and one's orange now that I see them side by side, but I've mixed them up a couple times already. I'll try to get my mind straightened around that. Should be easy with the long sleeve shirt and the short sleeve shirt. I'll catch on. That's Nowlin on the rebound. For Mumford. Now Alexander and Nowlin with 8 to shoot. Out for Mumford, extra pass to the corner. Shot doesn't go down. Reese Nowlin, Charlie Connors, both down. Connors, the slower of the two to get up. Connors is going to limp to the front court. And sub off the bench, I'm sure will be for Connors, is Jeffrey. Going to tie up in the front court. And it is Jeffrey in for Connors. So this configuration for the Tommies probably pushes Vedito into the 3 spot forward roll with Jeffrey and Roy on the floor. Sturkle's got a seal on the post, doesn't get the ball. Shot from Jeffrey, no good. Rebound to LeBlanc, who's got the toes on the tulips, out of bounds on the inline. (16-9) Stu, no score yet through the first near minute and a half here of this quarter. And Mount A's okay with a low-scoring game. As I read you the scores, they don't really run up the score a lot. They do it with good defense and put just enough points on the board. From a team scoring perspective, they're first in points per game allowed, only giving up 52 and score it at 67. Tommy's second, they give up 58 points per game and score just a little less at 65. Of course, on average, the Mounties really hold the opposition down, 32.5 field goal percentage. Tommy's second in that category at 33%. Kylie Roy hits from deep to make it a 10-point lead for Stu against the number 4 team in the nation here. Mounties not a lot to play for here, really want to stay healthy through this last game. They've got the bye into the semifinals, finishing first or second, and don't control their own destiny to finish first at this point. Sturkle from about 25 feet. Left that one just a little short. Nowlin on the drive against Roy. Little one-handed runner, no good. Rebound, Mumford. Feasby for Nowlin. Passes to the corner. That's Matea Hansen, number 9. I think it's the first time I've said Matea Hansen's name. Hansen out of Fredericton High, a former Crandall player. I guess Matea is technically out of New Maryland. that correct? Let me look that up. Yeah, I think MTA is technically out of New Maryland, Fredericton. Same area. Mumford post catch. Gonna get the foul on Vedito when the arm's coming across the top. Vedito, pretty good position, didn't need to swing the arms down. Mumford picks some loose tape up off the floor. Keep things tidy and safe. 6 foot forward. Out of Calgary. He's among the league leaders in rebounds at 7.5 per game is Mumford. 4th in the conference. Regan Kerr is checked in for the Tommies. That's Kerr and LeBlanc exchanging positions. Out off STU, it will be Mount A ball with a reset on the shot clock. Mumford against Kerr. Jeffrey nearly has the knockaway on Nowlin and does get the ball out off of Nowlin. Reese with a dive there, a little floor burn for the effort. Kerr for LeBlanc. Looking inside for Vedito, knocked away again by Alexander. Danielle Alexander defending the middle really well for Mount A. Nowlin with the step through and lay in for 2. 19-13. Brianna Bartley. Those two probably would have been teammates. Danielle Alexander, 1 year apart with the block there on Bartley. Outside, LeBlanc way deep. Off the heel of the rim for LeBlanc. Bartley gets the tie up with Reese Nowlin. And it will be Tommy's ball. 5:51 to go, quarter 2. Thanks for joining on this Friday evening. Nowlin for Alexander inside Mumford. Mumford off glass, bothered by Vedito. Kerr gets the Windex out and sweeps the board ahead for LeBlanc. LeBlanc against Mumford, well defended. Forced LeBlanc into a tough shot. The front court down 6, the Mounties. Feasby, elbow. Shot left short, rebound Jeffrey. A hit for Bartley. Bartley slams on the brakes. Nowlin with the tip away. Pass Kerr, and Nowlin's got to lay in for 2. Timeout Tommies as the Mounties have cut into the STU lead. 19-15 Tommies. 4:48 to go. Getting a little tongue-tied. See if I can find the other action online. See if I can get a score on the ACAA website from the other game ongoing at Crandall. No score listed on the website for Cranwell UKC. I'm not going to try my phone and the ACAA TV video from in this steel building. I got about half a bar, so probably not going to be able to call that up. So it's a 6-3 start to the quarter for Mount A. They've cut 3 points off the Tawby lead. And bring some pressure now against STU. Jeffrey Connors looking for Sturkle. Again, that's Alexander with the defense, and that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Celine Sturkle. It's going to be Celine's second. 4:33 to go here in the first. So now a decision for Coach Connors and the Tommies. They leave Celine in with the second. This point up 4. Or do you save that third foul for the second half? 4:25 to go here in the first. In for Alexander. She draws the foul and the hoop. It's going to be a foul on Charlie Connors. I think that's going to be the second on Connors as well. It is. Basket is good for Danielle Alexander. As is the free throw. Alexander averages 8 points a game and 5 rebounds. 62% free throw shooter. Looked pretty good on that attempt. And we're in a 1-point contest. Turnover, Tommies back to Mount A. And a good response from Mount A after being down 7 at quarter time. This quarter thus far, 9-3 in favor of Mount A. Now the Tommies coming with pressure. Samard inbounds for Feasby. Feasby has Furlong drifting to the corner. Instead Feasby at Connors. Alexander for Nowlin. Nowlin launches a triple. Rims out, rebound clean by Kylie Roy. Roy looking more comfortable on that ankle injury, or foot injury, whatever it might be. Connors on the reverse, off glass, a little too strong. Furlong on the board, has Alexander running long. Instead, Furlong will keep and run offense with Nowlin. Another deep release. That one is nothing but nylon for Nowlin. (21-19) Mount A. They've taken the lead from the Tommies. A strong Q2. 3:08 to go till halftime. Sturkle for the cutting Roy. Roy's going to draw a foul and go to the line. Foul, I believe, will go on Furlong. Indeed, called on Furlong. Sends Kylie Roy to the line. Roy out of St. Malachy's High School, St. Max. Both guys and girls in the Brunswick AAA finals at Harbor Station. Happening tonight, actually, the AAA finals are. Tied at 21, just under the 3-minute mark here in quarter 2. LeBlanc on the rebound. Picks it up now, needs help. Feasby will pick up the foul. Trying to reach around Kylie Roy. Quickly off the bench for Mount A is Emma Roberts in for Katie Feasby. And Kathleen Quinlan checks in for the Tommies, as does Katie Vedito. It's going to be the second foul on Feesby. Coach Tom Kabar brings Feesby out. Spoke with Coach Kabar before the game. Good conversation, very pleased with his team's performance thus far on the season, carrying a nice win streak. And a lot of the same team from last year, but down really 4 starters from last year's squad. And 4 very talented players, down about 80% of their points. But have been doing it with a lot of the same style. Good defense. And of course, Coach Skabar's first year at the helm as Ryan Chase stepped away to pursue other opportunities. It'll be a foul on Furlong that will send Kathleen Quinlan to the line. And Matea Hansen will check in for Lauren Furlong, who picks up her second. Kathleen Quinlan to the line. Quinlan out of Holy Heart High in St. John's, Newfoundland. The miss on the first. Rim out on the second. Good looking release, but it doesn't go down. Quinlan hits the deck as Roy comes away with the ball. Alexander fights for the rebound, picks it up now ahead for Hansen. Hansen for Nowlin. Back outside for Samard. And Nowlin with the nice little jump shot from the baseline. Nowlin doing a really good job giving the ball up this evening and getting it back in better shooting position. Mumford is set to check in. 1:42 to go here. The Mounties up 2. Danielle Alexander to the bench. Knocked away from Vizito, but she picks up the handle. Little power step move for Katie Vedito. Nice finish. Vedito out of Charlottetown Rural. Second year with the Tommies. Rebound for Roy. And big news out of Tommyland this week. Should have mentioned this earlier. CCA has announced that the Tommies hosting nationals here in Fredericton next year. So next March, nationals will be here. Book your calendar. Check CCA. I think it's March 10th to the 15th or something like that next year. Check your calendars. Book your time off. Get here to Fredericton. Don't know for sure, but my guess is the nationals will be played across the parking lot in the Curry Center. Looking forward to that already. Timeout on the floor, tied at 23, 55-3 to go. And of course, speaking of nationals, Mount Allison hosting on the men's side this year. That's coming up as well. Next weekend's ACAAs, and then there's a weekend break. And then middle of the next week, things pick up in Sackville. Touchdown again a little bit here about the ACA championships. Next weekend, March 1st to 3rd, at Holland College, women's quarterfinals on the 1st, the Friday, 11 and 3, men's at 3 and 5. On the Saturday, women's semis at 1 and 3, men's semis at 5 and 7. And the Sunday, men's final at 1, or women's final at 1, men's final at 3. And on the women's side, we know who's going. SJ will be the 6th seed. STU will be 5. UKC or Holland. UKC and Holland will be 3 and 4 in some order. And Mount A and MSVU will be 1 and 2 in some order. So a couple things to be settled in terms of who's 1 and 2, who's 3 and 4. But we know who's there. Should make for some great basketball action next weekend in PEI. Quinlan for Roy. Jeffrey, that's Hanson. Tied up on the floor. That's Haley Hemphill. And I think it was Alyssa Jeffrey who got the timeout for the tie up for the Tommies. 38.8 to go. Over to Mount A. Tie game here, second quarter. Entertaining contest. The Tommies hanging right with the fourth team in the country. And the top team in the conference is a turnover from Caitlin Samard. Mount A, you want to go into come out of this weekend, one, as healthy as you possibly can, given the injuries that you already have, and two, you want to go in feeling pretty good about the way you've played. Win or lose, you want to execute well in this one. The Tommies beat you, you tip your cap to them, but you're going to have to make them play a good game to beat you on your good game. If you're the Tommies, hey, you're gunning to say, hey, we can play with the best team in the conference and one of the best teams in the country. Why wouldn't we want to give it a all, come away with the win? Tommies, of course, another one tomorrow to play against Holland College. Of course, that's a potential playoff matchup as well for Stu. Late shot off the rim, doesn't go down, would have counted. So the first quarter, 16-9 in favor of the Tommies. The second quarter ends up tied at 23. So that's going to be 14-7 in favor of Mount Allison in quarter number two. A bit of a tale of two quarters, leaves us tied at 23. Come on back in about 14 minutes. I'll give you a rundown of the stats from the first half and take you into second half action. Folks, I'm Bill Gibson. Thanks for watching along here on this Friday evening. Watching ACAA TV and Tommy's TV on YouTube. See you for the second half shortly. Hi fans, and welcome back to the LB Gym, where the Mount Allison Mountie St. Thomas Tommies tied at 23 after the first half. The tale of two quarters. The first quarter, 16-9 in favor of the Tommies, 14-7 Mount A in quarter two. Thus far through the game, the Mounties shooting 9 of 35 for 26%. The Tommies 8 of 34 for 24. Both teams 2 of 12 from three-point land. Mount A 3 of 4 from the line. The Tommies 5 of 7. Each team 11 turnovers. Rebounds favor the Tommies 23-21. Assists favor the Tommies 5-3. Steals 7-6-2. Tommies 7 fouls to Mount A's 6. And bench points, the Tommies have 5. Mount A has 0. Individual stats, scores from the first half for Mount Allison. Reese Nowlin, 5 of 11 for 12 points, also adds 8 rebounds. That's a pretty good first half for Nowlin. Alexander, who's played really good defense in the post, 5 points. Mumford has 4. Feasby with 2. Only 4 scorers for Mount A in that first half. And for the Tommies, it was Katie Vedito. 3 of 5 shooting, 6 points. Kylie Roy, 5 points, 6 rebounds. Celine Sturkle, 5 points, 5 boards. Paige LeBlanc, 1 of 8, but has 4 points. Alyssa Jeffrey with 3 points and 4 rebounds. For the Tommies, Charlie Connors, 2 fouls, and Celine Sturkle, 2 fouls. For Mount Allison, Katie Feasby and Lauren Furlong, each with 2 scratches in the book in the foul column. We are about 30 seconds away from the start of the second half here. Reminder, we've got another one coming up here this evening after this one. Same 2 schools on the men's side. Lots to talk about there. I won't give you any real previews there, but lots to be decided on the men's side. So you all in on that in the men's game. So come on back to watch that one. Of course, the Tommies will be back on home court tomorrow afternoon here. The women at 5, the men at 7 against Holland College. You're going to want to tune in for that one as well. Always great games when those schools tangle, as they are when the Mounties come to town. Connors makes a triple to start the Tommies off here in the second half. Tommies, Sturkle, Vedito, Connors, LeBlanc, and Jeffrey. Nowlin tries to answer with a 3, but can't. Nowlin with Mumford, Alexander, Feasby, and Furlong for Mount A. Connors again, that's the second time she's tried that reverse lay-in, can't get it to go. Third attempt does go for Charlie. 5 quick points for Charlie Connors to start the half. And I think we put the score on the wrong side here. It should be 28-23. Now it's corrected. Lauren Furlong is down, but back up now. Alexander on the miss. Vedito on the rebound to the front court. Sturkle, a little baseline jump shot off the heel of the rim. Mumford clears the rebound. Ahead for Nowlin. Nowlin open for three. Too good a shooter to leave that wide open. Good ball movement by the Mounties. Nowlin, I think that's 15 on the game. Connors on the drive. Basket's going to count for Charlie Connors. So good start to the second half here for for Connors. Give Charlie 7, chance for 8. And foul on 13, Reese Nowlin. Reese is first. Alexander for Furlong. Oh, triple rimmed out. LeBlanc. Ahead for Vedito. Vedito drives baseline. Caught for a little shuffling of the feet. Feasby right down Main Street. Oh, left the layup short. Rebound Vedito, off for Sturkle. Jeffrey to Connors. Connors the hot hand here in this quarter. Squares it up again. That one, no rim, and it's taken away by Mount A and Lauren Furlong. Alexander tripped over the foul line. Now is inside. Little push there to Charlie Connors. Alexander and Connors will tangle up. Kylie Roy checks in for the Tommies, in for Charlie Connors. Vedito looked for the interception on Mumford. 7 to shoot. Nowlin with the deep triple. Reese expected to be, in my view, at least part of the Miramichi Hurricanes of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association this upcoming summer. The Hurricanes, an expansion franchise in that league, and what a fun league that is to be part of. I really look forward to the trips to Miramichi. Would think Reese would be on the roster of the Hurricanes group at the very least. Not sure if she's committed to that, but Kathleen Quinlan loses the handle, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Mount A State's Stu Ball. Only 2 on the shot clock, and have to get a quick shot here. Vedito will inbound. Have to think that Sturkle will be the potential target here for the catch and shoot. Sturkle on the lob, a little too strong from Vedito. Sturkle, the backdoor cut was open. Pass just did not connect. Over to Mount A, trailing by 2. Nowlin, little heat check shot there. Picked up on the far side by Roy. Tommy's pass from Vedito out of the reach of Paige LeBlanc. Oh, nice hesitation move by Feasby. Furlong wide open. Rebound Roy. LeBlanc for Sturkle. For Quinlan. Quinlan. Back for Roy. 10 to shoot. Roy, little running one-hander. It doesn't drop, and Roy pick up the foul on the touch of Furlong, and good sportsmanship there from Kylie Roy. Check on Furlong, make sure everything's okay. Folks, you are coming down for the next game. Throw a couple extra bucks in your pocket. Little canteen on site here. Lots of hot dogs going. Hot dogs a popular item here this evening. One of the Fusion girls teams just down here to my right. Certainly loading up on the ketchup, that's for sure. Oh, got a little licky shuffle going on here. Referee Chad Atkinson is doing a little mop-up work on the floor. Tommy's up 2, Mounties ball, 17 to shoot. With the midway mark of quarter number 3. Long way to go in this one yet. Nowlin on the drive. Sturkle swarms the boards and it's out of bounds, I think, off of Mumford. Kylie Roy goes right at Jillian Mumford, picks up a foul on the Mounties. It'll be a blocking foul on Mumford. Veteran Mumford gathering the troops here for Mount A. Saying, hey, let's talk about things. As Roy goes to the line and makes the first. And the second for the Tommies. Hanson and Jeffrey in for Vedito and Sturkle on the Tommies side. Tommies +4 here, having a pretty good third quarter. Mumford dribbles out of trouble. Back for Nowlin. Nowlin forces one up against a couple defenders. Chases a rebound, but it's out of bounds off of Mount A. Roy on the catch outside for Bartley, who has a three-pointer rim out. Big rip on the rebound from Alexander. In trouble, but finds Nowlin cross court. Against Quinlan, it's going to be a block on Kathleen Quinlan. Mumford's going to get the call on the offensive foul. Moving screen, slid the shoulder into Kylie Roy. It's going to be Mumford's third, I believe. Gets Furlong off the bench for Mount A. It is the third on Jillian Mumford, 4:40 to go. Probably won't see much of Mumford, if at all, the rest of this quarter, as long as the game stays relatively close, would be my guess. Of course, circumstances can change. Bartley makes the triple that time. Brianna Bartley with the rainbow. Samard tries to answer and does for Mount A. Roy runs into traffic, and it's Alexander diving for the ball. Jump ball called possession. Looks like it's going to favor Mount A this time. Paige LeBlanc back in for Kylie Roy. And we've got a timeout on the floor. Taken by Mount Allison. 36-32. Here in the quarter, have a quick look at stats. Team comparison, Mounties 12 of 45 for 27%. Tommy's 12 of 43 for 28. Mounties have made one more three-pointer, 5 of 19 versus 4 of 15 for STU. Tommy's making hay at the charity stripe. 8 of 10 on the free throw line for STU. Mount A 3 of 4. Man, it's been a long week, folks. Can you tell? Have a tough time talking tonight. Tommy's have committed 15 turnovers to Mount A's 11. Tommy slight edge in the rebound, 29-23. Bench points, 10-3 in favor of STU. Individual stats, your game leaders. Reese Nowlin, 18 points, 18 boards for Mount Allison. Nobody has more than 5 other than, Alexander's 5 is the next highest, is what I'm trying to say. And for the Tommies, Kylie Roy with 7, Charlie Connors with 7. I thought she had 8 here to start the quarter, only credited with 7 in the online stats. I must have had something a little bit wrong here. Officials are going to chat here about where the ball is going to be inbounded, whether it's side or on the end. I'm going to leave it on the end. Kylie Roy already 8 boards for the Tommies as well, so good game for Kylie. 7 and 8, loose ball on the floor. Knocked out, called a travel on Furlong. Tommies forced the turnover. .14 on the shot clock as the Tommies inbounds offensive end on the baseline. For Hansen. Back for LeBlanc. Spot up 3. Leads the league in three-point percentage. You can see it right there from Paige LeBlanc. Nice looking release from the rookie. Puts the Tommies up 7. Nowlin and LeBlanc tipped out by Nowlin. This looking a lot like the first quarter where the Tommies won it by 7. Second quarter, the Mounties won by 7. We were tied at 23 at half. Tommies now up 9. Kylie Royce. No, Alyssa Jeffrey snakes her way to the bucket and scores 2. Mumford for Furlong. Back for Feasby. And now Furlong makes a 2. Six to shoot. LeBlanc, reverse. That one was to the left. Rebound Mumford. Off for Feasby. Mount A down 7. 2:22 to go, third quarter. Mumford with the screen. Now Furlong outside. 3-point release. Bartley crashes the board and collects the carom. Quinlan gets space baseline, drives, fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be either Feasby or Furlong picking up the foul. And it's going to be Furlong. I think that's going to be the third on Lauren Furlong. It is the third. Ooh, lots of bodies moving here. I'll just reset everybody for you. For Mount Allison, Alexander, Hemphill, Roberts, Feesby, and Samard. They are your 5 Mounties. For the Tommies, Circle, Vedito, Quinlan, Bartley, and Roy. I think we had 3 subs on each side there that time. Circle on the offensive rebound. Left that one short. But it's Quinlan who comes away with the ball. Dancing on the far sideline, loses possession out of bounds. Good hustle by Kathleen Quinlan, though, to collect that rebound. Circle's going to get the reach from behind on Alexander. Just too tempting not to get the hand in there. Will be the 3rd on Sturkle as well. And Sturkle will come out, save 2 fouls for the next quarter. Hansen checks back in for the Tommies. Tommies now over the limit. Fouls this quarter, so Alexander will go to the line. Danielle Alexander, better than a 62% free throw shooter for Mount A. On the line. Vedito on the rebound for Roy. Vedito, Bartley. Roy. Roy will go to the line. Kylie Roy still down after that contact. Now helped up by teammates, and it's going to be a foul on Danielle Alexander. Kylie, about as tough a customer as they come. Takes a lot to keep Kylie out of the lineup. Kylie, front rim, rebound off to Alexander. Tommy's pressuring the Mounties in the backcourt. Hemphill for Alexander. That pass, just let it go out of bounds if you're the Tommies. Going to be Stu Ball. Tommies +7, 1:23 to go here in quarter number 3. Quinlan for Roy. Hansen tries a 3. Out of bounds to the Mounties. Alexander by Quinlan. Shot just a little too strong, had all kinds of time. Now Alexander with the interception. It'll be a foul on Kathleen Quinlan. Tough luck on a couple fouls for Quinlan this game. That one's sort of a 50-50 ball. Puts Alexander on the line again, 6-point game. Let's see if she can make the second. And she does. Subs in for the Tommies. Jeffrey in for Quinlan. Quinlan picked up the 3rd foul on that last play. Now some pressure from Mount A. Roy. Crossed half, slows it up for Bartley. Oh, dangerous spot to pick up the ball there, but the Tommies work it out of trouble. Around for Hansen. Bartley, far side's going to little jab step go baseline. And Brianna Bartley will pick up the foul and go to the line to shoot a couple. Nice aggressive move by Bartley, who's looking more and more comfortable on the court for the Tommies as the season progresses. Bartley, a former NBA ACAA champion and an all-star last year. NBIA all-star game is this weekend. I think that goes in KV or Rossay or something like that, somewhere down in the St. John region for the all-star games. Of course, traditionally the day after the final 12. Miss on the rebound. Hansen gets the tie-up. I believe Roberts. Now Emma Roberts. A little icky shuffle there to get the floor dry. A little perspiration situation. 22-2 to go here in quarter 3. Tommies +5 and possession on Mount A. 14 on the shot clock. And Paige LeBlanc checks in for Brianna Bartley. Roy for LeBlanc. LeBlanc tries to go by Hemphill. Now a little power step from LeBlanc. Alexander again collects a rebound. Feasby with 5 on the shot clock or game clock in the quarter. Gets the shot off. Could be a foul on Vedito. Maybe Roy, and with 2.7. Going to be a foul on Roy on the push. We'll send Katie Feasby to the line. Feasby out of Calgary and another bonus high school grad. 6.5 points. 4 rebounds, 3 assists a game. That's pretty good numbers for Feasby overall. And again, a 62% free throw shooter is Feasby. Make on the second, and we're in a 3-point game. 2.7 seconds to go here in the quarter. 42-39 is your score after 3. So the Tommies are +3 in that quarter. Tied at 23 at half. So that quarter goes 19-16 STU. The Mounties 39 points coming on 13 of 49 from the field. 5 of 20 from beyond the arc and 8 of 10 from the line. So the Mounties close the gap significantly in the latter part of the quarter on free throw shooting. Tommies 42 points on 14 of 52. That's 26.9. So the team's shooting just 0.4 percentage difference. Tommies also have made 5 3-pointers on 5 of 17 and 9 of 16 free throws. So the Tommies 1 more field goal and 1 more free throw. That makes it a 3-point edge. Turnovers, the Tommies committed now 16 to the Mounties 13. Points off are even at 9. Tommies out rebounding Mount A 33-27. Assist 8-7 for Stu. Blocks 1-0 Mount A. Steals 8-7 Mount A. Bench points 11-3 for the Tommies. Mount A not able to get a lot of offense. Off the bench for the Tommies, they are led by Kylie Roy's 8 points and 8 rebounds. Paige LeBlanc also 8 points. Charlie Connors with 7. They all came early in the third quarter. Katie Vedito 6. Alyssa Jeffrey 5. Celine Sturkle a quiet third quarter with 5 points total, and Brianna Bartley adds 3. Foul trouble for the Tommies. Quillen 3, Sturkle 3, Connors 3, and Roy 3 as we go to quarter 4. For Mount Allison, Reese Nowlin, 18 points, 8 rebounds. Danielle Alexander, 8 points and 7 boards. Feasby 4 points, Mumford 4 points. Samard 3 points, Furlong 2. Foul trouble for Mount A. Furlong has 3, Mumford 2, Feasby and Alexander 2 each. So the Tommies +3 as we head to quarter 4. Mount A ball. Furlong into Roberts. They also have just given up a turnover there to LeBlanc for Vedito on the catch back outside for Royal. Get to the lineups as soon as get a little break in the action here. So LeBlanc And Hansen on the release. Rebound goes out of bounds, so for Mount A, it's Nowlin with Matea Hansen, Emma Roberts, Jillian Mumford, and Lauren Furlong. For the Tommies, it's Michaela Hansen who has the ball now. Alyssa Jeffrey, Paige LeBlanc, Kylie Roy, and Katie Vedito. A little turnover battle here to start quarter 4. Folks, you expected this to be a high-scoring one. You're tuning into the wrong broadcast. These teams grind it out, like to score low, so not surprised that we're down in the 40s and 30s in this one. In fact, if someone gets to 60 in this match, they're probably in good shape to pick up a W. Now you watch, now that I said that, the teams will explode here and not miss the rest of the way. Roberts on the rebound, but taken away by Hansen, back for LeBlanc. That triple, no good. Nowlin on the rebound. Clears away Jeffrey. Nowlin's got the train wound up. Jump ball called as Kylie Roy stepped in. At least Nowlin going full bowling ball on the way up the court that time. Taking out both Jeffrey and Roy. Out of bounds, off the Mounties, over to Stu Vedito. Fakes a three, step in, nice shot, but front rim. Jeffrey blocked by Mumford, but Jillian Mumford called for the push. Underneath is going to be Mumford's 4th, I believe. Charlie Connors checks in for Michaela Hansen. It is going to be the 4th on Mumford. Danielle Alexander quickly up off the bench. Jeffrey makes the first. Mumford will have to stay unless this one goes in. That one does, and now the Mounties can get Mumford out safely. (44-39). Connors with the knock away for Jeffrey, who picked up the loose ball. Connors, Vedito, Roy. LeBlanc lost it off the leg, but picked up by Connors. 6 to shoot. Offensive foul, Charlie Connors. Well, it was behind the post and the backboard on the side for me, so I don't have a lot I can say about that one. 4th on Connors, and Sturkle will check back in. So that's 4 on Connors, 4 on Mumford. Little foul trouble with the forwards on both sides as LeBlanc steals the pass. Finds Sturkle. Jeffrey step through. This little bag shot, kiss off the window and in for Alyssa Jeffrey. Good to see Jeffrey aggressive and using the glass to get the shot up. Nowlin again using that off arm. Clear out Jeffrey. Nowlin on the rebound and fouled by Paige LeBlanc. Tommy's bench really looking for that clear out to be called. Feasby will check back in for Furlong. Nowlin to the line. Comley makes the first free throw, so that'll give Nowlin 19 points. First trip to the line, unbelievably, for Nowlin. Second one rims out, rebound Sturkle. Tommy's up 6. 7:10 to go. Nowlin with a knockaway of the cross-court pass. Kathleen Quinlan checks in for Kylie Roy. Sturkle. Oh, Alexander with a big rejection. Wow. Great defense by Alexander. Tommy's Quinlan gets the turnover. Now Feasby takes it back on the loose ball. Good work by Celine Sturkle not to pick up the foul there, reaching in on Alexander. And Reese Nowlin picks up the foul. At the other end will go to the line. Alyssa Jeffrey can't believe it. Says that was all ball. Referee Al Gates right there. Don't usually see Alyssa Jeffrey react too much to foul calls. I have to think that Jeffrey thinks that was really clean. Another free one for Nowlin. 75% free throw shooter coming into this one. Rebound for Sturkle. Sturkle's among the league leaders in scoring. Thus far, a quiet game. I think only 5 points for Celine. That's well below the average for Sturkle of 15. Feasby kicks it back outside. Shot up, Nowlin, banker. Timeout Tommies at 46-44. Reese Nowlin carrying the scoring load for Mount Allison. Give Nowlin 23 of the team's 44. Tommies led by Alyssa Jeffrey with 9. Tommy's a little more balanced. A couple of 8s from Roy and LeBlanc. Connor 7, Vidito 6, Sturkle 5. Mount Allison. Nowlin with 23, Alexander 8, Feasby 4, Mumford 4. Smart 3, and Furlong 2. That's all the scoring for Mount A. Again, foul trouble. Mumford has 4, Furlong 3 for Mount Allison. For the Tommies, Connors has 4, Quinlan 3, Sturkle 3, and Roy 3 for Stu. 6:02 to go, 2-point game. We are in for a good finish here. Tommies giving the number 4 team in the nation all they can handle here. Mount A wraps up the regular season tonight. Tommies one more tomorrow. Boy, what confidence builder it would be for Stu to walk away with a win here against the conference leading and 4th in the nation Mount A. Still 5, almost 6 minutes to go here in this one. A lot to be played out in a 2-point game. Should be a fun finish. Alexander on the drive, fouled by Jeffrey. Going to be on the body. Be the first foul, second foul on Alyssa Jeffrey, picked up 2 in a row. Kylie Roy in, Alexander on the line. 5'11" forward out of Woodstock High. Can't make the second, and it's Sturkle on the boards. Off for Roy in a 1-point game. Jeffrey on the drive. Thought they said foul on 9. It is 9. That is MTA Hansen. MTA picks up her first foul. That will send Jeffrey to the line for the Tommies. First one doesn't go for Jeffrey. Second one does. Brianna Bartley in for Kylie Roy. 5:28, the Tommies sticking with some full court pressure. Pass a little too strong for Feasby from Roberts, and the full court pressure nets a turnover for STU. Connors on the catch. Connors makes a 15-footer or so. Puts the Tommies up 4. And again, Tommy pressure. Alexander passes over the top for Feasby, but met right away by LeBlanc. Jump ball called. Possession to STU. Going to check that, say we just had a white possession. Officials will reverse course here and give the ball to Mount Allison. Oh, nice entry pass for Alexander. She can't finish, and now we've got a jump ball called again. Jeffrey tied up Alexander on the rebound, and this one will go to the Tommies. What a beautiful entry. Vadito beats the Mount A pressure. Off for LeBlanc for a 3. That one around the world and down for Paige LeBlanc. Cross court for Feasby. Let's see if Nowlin looks to answer the triple. Nowlin with possession and picked off by LeBlanc. That pass looked a little weak coming through there. Not sure if it was tipped. Not the usual bullet you see from Reese Nowlin. Nowlin on the turnover, gets the ball right back. Nowlin against Vadito. Can't score, no foul. Rebound Bartley. Mounties down 7. And Jeffrey to the front court. Spoke to the Tommies coaching staff before the game. Assistant coach Ray Compass said, hey, we're a lot like the Mighty Ducks here. We're just ready to catch somebody. And the Tommies up 7. Getting to be the late going here versus Mount Allison. What a nice win this would be for STU if they're able to hang on here. Still a ways to go. Online stats are telling me there's about 4 minutes left here in the fourth. In the grinded out battle that we expected off the top 2 defensive teams in the conference by points allowed are added here again, just as we expected they would be. Mount Allison gives up 52.4, so the Tommies have already reached that mark. The Tommies give up 58.4, so they are holding Mount Allison well under what they usually give up. Tommy's ball. LeBlanc inbounds. Knocked out by Mount Allison. Will stay STU ball. In for Vedito. Roy. LeBlanc. Trapped in the corner. 7 to shoot. Back outside. Vedito for 3. Oh, big 3 ball from Katie Vedito. Tommy's up 10 on Mount A. 3:45 to go here. Offensive foul called on Reese Nowlin, who says, me? That's got to be a block. Reese says, hey, I've been getting away with that all game. How come it's a block now? Ball over to the Tommies. Only the second foul on Nowlin. More importantly, it gives the ball back to STU, up 10 with 3:35 to go. Bartley for Connors. Connors for Vedito. Vedito blocked, but got it back. Put it up. Maybe should have used the board there on that second attempt. Rebound finally corralled by Hemphill and the Mounties. Ahead for Feasby. Dangerous pass, but it gets there. Hemphill on the fake and drive. Off the shoulder of Nowlin, out of bounds. Here comes Jillian Mumford. See if the veteran from Calgary can bring a little offense here to Mount Allison. 3:06 to go, down 10. A long way from over, but you have to like where you're at if you're the Tommies. Benito tries again, that one no rim. The other group that has to really like where the Tommies are right now is Mount St. Vincent. Mount St. Vincent, of course, already controlled their own fate going into last weekend against UNBSJ and UKC. Even if the Mounties won here and Mount St. Vincent won them both, it would still be number 1 to Mount St. Vincent. But if Mount A doesn't win here, MSVU only has to win 1 to take first in the conference. And no offense to the Mystics opposition this weekend, I like their chances of winning 1 out of 2 given their record on the season is 13-3. MSVU with UNBSJ tomorrow. And then closing it out at UKC on Sunday. Jeffrey with the step through, and the Tommies are up 12 with 2:15 to go. Against one of the best teams in the country according to the rankings. 4th ranked Mount Allison. Closing out their regular season here. Connors is going to get a foul and foul out of this one as Nowlin goes down. It's going to be the 5th team foul on STU. This should result in shots. Be shooting foul. We're going to walk the length of the gym here. I don't think we've got a timeout called. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. Maybe we do have a timeout called. Nobody's sitting down. Everybody's staying on the court. Sure what exactly we're waiting for. Oh, 5 fouls. This is Charlie Connors fouling out here. That's exactly what we're waiting for. Coach Connors taking his, yeah. Folks, I tell you, I've had a long week. Screwing up some easy stuff here tonight, and that's among them. Tried my best to be fresh as a daisy tomorrow. Mounties with 2:03 to go need all they can get here from the free throw line with the clock stopped. Nowlin misses the second, but it's Mumford on the offensive glass. Mumford kicks to the corner, 3-pointer miss. Mumford again fights for the rebound. What hustle from Jillian Mumford. Mumford comes up a little lame on that one. Don't like to see that. Let's hope that's not serious. Particularly as we're going into the last week before playoffs next weekend for Mumford. 5 to shoot. LeBlanc. Off glass rebound, Mumford. Mumford ahead for Hemphill. Hemphill. I think that's a double dribble, but not called. Thought it was a catch, and then anyway. Back the other way. Sturkle in the post. She's had a really quiet game. Would love to finish this one off. Down to 1:06 to play. Mounties need a bunch in a short time. Nowlin looks to give them 3. That's no good. Rebound Bartley. Tommies up 11 on Mount A. Final minute of play. The Tommies for the signature win, or on the cusp of a signature win here. Mumford will foul out as Roy goes down. Tommies with a message in this one to the rest of the conference. Certainly to Mount Allison. Hey, Tommy saying, hey, we're for real. We can play. Don't look at our record. Look at how we're playing. Final 45 seconds. Looking for Sturkle on the inside. Taken away by Alexander. Alexander, to me, probably been the best Mountie on the floor this evening. I mean, the points are going to Nowlin, who almost had another triple there. Alexander's done a lot of the, I'll say, dirty work, the defense in the post. Nowlin with pretty big rebounding numbers as well. Tommies will just dribble this one out. (57-45) STU over Mount A. This is one a lot of people wouldn't have had on their bingo card for sure. Happen on the final weekend of play. Give you a rundown of the stats and then we'll reset for the men's game. Mount A, 46 points, 14 of 62. That's only 23% from the field. 6 of 27, 22% from 3. 12 of 18 from the line. Tommy's 57 points on 19 of 67. That's 28%. 7 of 23 from beyond the arc and 12 of 20 from the line. Rebounds favor the Tommies, 47-35. Individual stats for Mount Allison. Nowlin with a game high 24 points and 11 rebounds. Easily the player of the game choice. Alexander, 9 points, 8 rebounds, and a lot of good defensive work for Alexander. No other Mountie has more than 4. Feasby and Mumford, 4 each, so quiet games there. For the Tommies, a balanced attack. Jeffrey, a game high 12, also has a game high 8 rebounds, or team high 8 rebounds for Stu. Paige LeBlanc with 11, Katie Vedito with 9, Charlie Connors 9, Kylie Roy 8. Your leading scorers for the Tommies. That will wrap this one up. It is the Tommy women over Mount A. 57-46. And a bit of a surprise here. The Tommies, a signature win over the 4th-ranked team in the country and the first top-ranked team in the ACAA. That win for Stu will move the Tommies to 8-9. Chance to even the record at 500 tomorrow against Holland College. Mount A drops to 14-4. That's where they'll finish the season. That makes MSVU on the verge of being the conference leader here going into the ACAA's next weekend. Mystics have to pick up 1 win in their final 2 games Saturday and Sunday. Take first overall in the conference. Francis Farrington Scholarship being presented here now. That's why the teams are sticking around on the score. I don't have the script for this one, so I can't read along. But we'll stay right here for that presentation. Listening in here to see who will be presented with the Francis Farrington Scholarship for the STU women. Really tough for me to hear the PA announcement here, so I'll just tell you who it is when they're called up. Sounds like Kylie Roy to me, out of St. John, New Brunswick. Kylie, the Francis Farrington Scholarship recipient, or award recipient here for the STU women. Pose for a photo with Coach Connors. And now the Tommy men presentation. Coach Hickey will present to a worthy Tommy as well. Goes to Ted Braden. Braden back with the Tommies this year in search of a conference championship. Braden, very strong academically and athletically for the Tommies. So there's your Francis Farrington Scholarship presentations. I'm going to reset for the men's game. Come on back. In 20 minutes or so, we'll have tip-off there. For the always amazing Allison, the producer's chair, and everyone here at St. Thomas, thanks for watching the STU women's game. The Tommies pick up a win against the 4th-ranked Mounties. Come on back for men's action in 20.